completely off the cuff. The life of a slave is hard. You're beaten, broken, and given the minimum needed to survive, living in a single room with 5 others with no hope for escape. Until one of your fellow slaves gives you a note. Meet us in the middle of the night. There is a better life. So this looks sketchy as hell. You figure, what do I have to lose? I'm a slave. So, after the hard laborious day of harvesting, you return to your cabin with your roommates and rest for a few hours before rising to follow what the notes stated. You are led to a secret room where tens of people are, most being slaves from the estate. However, there's a few red-robed leader types that proclaim that the Roman gods are false, that they have abandoned us, stating that the Orcus will accept you for being human and mortal, and treat you with love and respect, instead of like vermin that the gods think of as. They showed us this magic of Orcus by being able to lift a whole cart filled to the brim with wheaten tools with just one hand, one that easily weighed over a ton by our metrics. These are the gifts of Orcus. If you accept his love, you can gain them too, they stated. After the performance, the slaves followed the robed occultists. It was a short ride to the forest where they reside. We feasted on meat and wine, the best meal you probably had in a while. Once the carriage reached this absolute fortress, hundreds of feet in any direction, and that could easily fit a whole legion, they led you to your room and job as a mushroom farmer, just like your old life. And after a few weeks of this, you start to get used to it. The normal praying to the Orcus statue, offering a small sacrifice of blood, the work of mushroom farming, and with the goddamn AC, and even your own room. A total upgrade from your slave life. However, one day a door was unlocked and you saw humans. Humans! You saw them being skinned and smelled like pork. One was a finished product looking very similar to the meat that they served you on the way here and at the cults. You almost barf, but the butcher looks over to you and to others. Although the roads find you, you now realize you're cooked. They cut you up, limb by limb, maximizing the pain for their Dark Lord. They told you a crumb of knowledge, a sort of reward for coming this far. They stated that this is what happens to everyone who comes here. All sacrifices for the Lord Orcus to fuel his dark campaign in the underworld. In your final moments, you just try to forget reality for at least a few seconds.